Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Ready to Love Season 10, Episode 5. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So when the episode first opens up, everyone is meeting up for a block party. Now, I got to tell y'all, I love me a good block party. Honey, if you are ever in the Houston area on a Sunday, a block party in the hood is the place to be. Now, I don't be out there no more. But, baby, I used to be out there, honey. Do you hear me? So, anywho, Tay was telling us that there's some tension between her and Cisco. Now, what had happened was they were on the phone, right? And he told her that he ain't got no car and he does not have a place to stay. Right now, he's staying in a room. Sir, what? How you on here looking for love and you ain't got no place to stay? That is crazy. Now, he told her that he had gone through a divorce and he's in, some special circumstances right now. But I just don't think this is the time. I mean, I can understand her not wanting to step into something like that, especially with a man with no stability. We are too old for that. I'm sorry, we are just too old for it. Over on the other side, Mr. and Mrs. Miles, they come to the block party and Tommy tells them that the men are in power again this week. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, as I was watching the episode or whatever, something about this season of Ready to Love gives me a different vibe and I like it. I know it may not be what everybody else is used to, but I really like it. I like the block party vibe. It gave me all the feels. I feel like it's our people having a good time. I saw black vendors. It was just giving blackety black, but black, y'all. I just loved it. I don't know. It was just something about it, honey. Every woman looks different. Nobody is giving Instagram model. It just had a 90s vibe for me. It really did. It gave Philadelphia, PA, dancing in the street. Baltimore and DC, now dancing in the street. Can't forget the Motor City. Baby, look, it just gave me. All we need is music, sweet, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. Okay? Moving forward. Over on the other side, Rose and Cam, they're spending a little time together, picking out some scents. And he said that he was really feeling Rose. Over on the other side, Hussein and Angie, they're getting to know each other as well. He tells her that he has a 6-year-old son named Dalen. Now, I was watching and I'm like, not Angie holding this man's hand. Angie gives me thirsty a little bit. I'm sorry, she just gives me thirsty, and it don't matter who it is. She's going to give her all. It's giving thirsty. It reminds me of the lady who was chosen in the Dallas season. Remember the guy who was like, I love the edits. I love how they give it up. Those two were together. And she was doing that with every man that she met. I don't know. It's just something about it. So then they pan over, y'all. They pan over to Rocky and Naeem. And for whatever reason, she is getting her erotic sister soldier on. Ma'am, what are you doing? She is reading him some of her sexual poetry. Baby, the embarrassment and the cringe that I felt through the screen. I said, what the hell is happening here? Paula, tink tink, why are you reading that to this man? And he was so uninterested, body language all wrong. He was facing the camera, not even facing her. He was like, yep, okay. Rocky, please. Girl, go. Over on the other side, Cisco comes over to talk to Naeem now that Rocky done got up, child, after she got through embarrassing herself. He's telling him how he told Tay about his problems and now their connection is kind of fading. Now, he did say that he was embarrassed to even be in this situation because he's 42 years old and he feels like now Tay doesn't want anything to do with him. He said, yeah, I had a divorce. I was going through a divorce. I came here. My mom not really messing with me. Why? See, all of that, this whole little conversation right here, there are questions that need answers. Why your mama not messing with you? What happened? Why are you going through a divorce? Why aren't you stable enough to get your own place? Why don't you have a car right now? Like, what is happening? There are questions that need to be asked. And so I don't feel bad that Tay was a little bit apprehensive. And Cisco, I'm sorry, but this is not the place that you should be. And this is not where your focus should be. You need to be focusing on getting on your feet. And now that she's taken aback, he's talking about it just makes me want to disappear as well. Okay, that's also another red flag. Because she should not be overtaking your emotions like that when the two of you are just now forming a connection. It's getting hard to get rid of you. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I mean, you might want to go on to the house. If you feel like disappearing, you might want to do that. Because I feel like no woman worth her weight in gold wants a man that isn't stable. Now, I know that times get hard. I really understand it. I have gone through hard times. Trust me, y'all. Okay, y'all don't even know the half, honey. That's a story time. That's really a story time. I know that times get hard, but you need more than good looks to get a lady. And Naeem can't help you. Hell, he don't know the difference between a Google Doc and a Google Voice number. He don't know what the hell going on. Oh, child. Tommy, why y'all cast this man who is beating his feet right now? That is crazy. Naeem is telling him that, his story is going to be able to help someone else that's going through the same situation. Basically, his test is going to be his testimony. Now, in all seriousness, I mean, Naeem may not be my cup of tea, but I love how he uplifted Cisco. I really did. In that moment, I really did see brotherhood. It's very hard for men to admit things like that. But Cisco coming to him and being, I know we hate the overused word, vulnerable, and being vulnerable and opening up, the way that Naeem swooped in and spoke life into him, he really made Cisco feel better. And for that, I respect him. I really do. That was really big of him. And he could have just been, well, man, she don't want to mess with you. Just move on to the next. But he really tried to make him feel better about his situation. And I really respected him in that moment. Moving forward. So now everybody's talking, mixing and mingling. And while they're sitting on the stoops, Cam is over there watching Sahara and Jay talking, and he's getting jealous because she's talking to him. Whole time, he's sitting over there with Rose. So I'm going to need you to focus. Okay, you're sitting next to a Rose. You don't need to be worried about what's going on in the desert. Moving forward. Now, he claims he's not jealous, but the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Back over here on the other side of the street, Shanice is sitting and she's talking to Fritz for whatever reason. Now, apparently, these two have a spark, because he was talking to her about a prayer that she sent him. And she said he made her feel safe enough to open up and send the prayer. I was so confused because when they got on the curb, they were eating ice cream or whatever. And then she kissed him. I said, what is this? Now, I know we don't see everything that's going on because I didn't even see this coming. But was it the house, sis? Was it the pool? What would make you kiss him in his mouth? I'm sorry, I am not a Fritz fan at all. I told y'all last episode on the last review that he gave Lil Weirdo. I told y'all that. Shanice, this is confusing, honey. As confusing as the ensembles that you choose to wear, child. Then they show this little clip and they pan the camera over to Angie and she pulls out her phone. She's like, should I do this or should you? Because she wants Cam's number. So he says, nah, I do that. You don't bag me, I bag you. I said, what is happening? Angie, ma'am, you, like I said, are giving the vibe that you will take any man. It doesn't matter who. Hell, you probably would take Tommy if he wasn't married. Like, what is going on? So Cisco pulls Tate to the side, honey, because his nervous system is shot. He tells her, listen, I'm not ashamed, and I'm not going to hide what I'm going through and who I am. She told him, I like that about you, but I was just scared. I just want to know how I'm going to fit into your life, especially when you're not stable right now. She wanted to know if he succeeds more with a partner or without. Now, he did tell her that he's going to really focus on getting himself together. But when he's with someone, that lights even more of a fire underneath him to get his stuff together. So then she starts crying and telling him he's everything she wants in a man. Girl, what? Why are you crying? Tay, I like you. I really do. I like you. I guess I'm just lost. Now, I know things happen in life, but when a man's life ain't right and his money is funny, he can't love right either. I'm telling you what I know. He cannot love you right. You're going to set in with him and then resentment is going to set in. Then you going to get mad. He going to be mad because he can't provide what you want. Y'all in the room laying head to foot, baby. Absolutely not. I know that you like him and he's attractive to you, but girl, follow your first mind and follow the yellow brick road and click your heels 3 times and get your ass back on. Hey, get your ass back down to your house, girl. At least Cisco little sweat and stuff there. Moving forward. So then they show Fritz, Cam, and Rocky. They're all sitting at a table and they're talking. So Fritz brings up Polly. Well, baby, what'd he say that for? Rocky was intrigued, but then she starts saying, I can't do that because what's mine is mine. And I cannot be putting my mouth on anybody who just kissed somebody else. Now, then he gonna say, well, I'm not into that. Okay, I'm not. I can't tell because you keep bringing it up. So then Rocky wants to ask more and more questions because what exactly is going on? And he didn't like that. He started saying, she's loud and she may not be for me. Child, Coley done told everybody that he is into that poly. You hear me? But me personally, as I was watching this episode, y'all, I really don't think that Fritz is into black women. I may be reaching, but I'm noticing that every time anyone says anything to him, they're loud, they're aggressive, they're too much, they could never be in his space, they aren't the one for him. Sir, you're offended by anybody who says anything about something that you chose to follow. She wasn't loud at all. They were having a conversation and she was just talking to him. He's like, she's getting loud. I don't think she knows how to talk to me. What? Okay, child. I ain't got time. Over on the other stoop, Eddie and Coley are sitting on the stoop and she's talking in some voice. She's like, I really like you and I don't know if you really like me. And I was looking at you and you was looking at me. And I'm just like, what is it? Coley, what the hell wrong with you? So she's telling him how much she likes him. And you can tell he wasn't feeling it. Over on the side, Sahara and Angie, they over there ear hustling. Here go Angie talking about, I'm just trying to figure out why is she talking to my connection? I mean, girl, y'all are not exclusive. He can talk to whoever you want to talk to. And were you not just holding Hussein's hand when y'all were walking down the street? Girl gone. So then Coley turns around and she wants a kiss. What are they drinking this episode? What are y'all drinking? And why is Coley's voice sounding like it is? I just could not get past that. Girl, if you don't get up from there. Now, he did curve her. And then she got up and she walked away, honey. She sashayed away. These people crazy. Man, what are you doing? And why are you trying to put your mouth on this man? And why won't y'all comb y'all's damn hair? Okay, I'm really starting to get pissed. Okay, why won't y'all comb y'all hair this season? Coley, that claw clip, hate to see you coming. The way that you got that side pony sitting ever so, I really am trying to ignore the fact that y'all will not comb that head. I just really am trying to. Girl, you must be inebriated. You gotta be. And Eddie, I'm going to say this to you. You showed great restraint and you showed good moral character in that moment for me, because I feel like he could have easily taken advantage of that moment, especially because she seemed tipsy, and he could have just went on ahead and kissed her just for the sake of saying that he kissed somebody. But what he did was really say to himself, there's not even a connection there outside of me being physically attracted to her or thinking that she's pretty. So it would be a no for me. And I appreciate that. Moving forward. So then Tommy shows up again. Hey, sir. He wants to play a game. Now, the goal is 3 points. The first 2 winners to get all the points get a one-on-one date. Now, they have to listen to a quote said by one of the men. And then they have to guess who said it by ringing their bell. They get right into the game. The first question. This man says the craziest place he's had sex is a funeral home. It was Naeem. What is going on? Now, he said he used to work there. And then him and his lady got hot and bothered. So they decided to get into it as they was going to get into it all by the caskets and whatnot. I was like, honey, not the bereaved booty. Then the next one is, I had sex on a crowded beach in Puerto Rico. And that was Cisco. Charlie probably couldn't afford a room, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Okay, that was too soon. But honey, why you doing it on that beach out there? And Tay got that one right. This one says, I express my love through words and kind gifts. Through kind words and gifts. And that was Eddie. I was like, I know that's right, honey. Okay. Sahara got that one right. The next one was, I handle stress by working out. That was Khalil. Then there was a statement. I once had a woman pray to my private parts during sex. And that was Jay. Who is this little weirdo? Ma'am, please show yourself. You know what? Matter of fact, stay hidden. Because, baby, it ain't never that good. And if I looked up from down below and Jay's braids was going here, there, and everywhere and every which way and looking at me and I'm looking at him and I'm looking at it, there ain't no damn way that I would be praying. It just ain't no way. What is going on in Philly? Prayed to it? Child. Then the next one was, this person's usual fetish is tossing salad. And that was Khalil. Now listen to me. I know we all grown and I ain't no prude. I'm telling y'all straight up, I am not. But tossing salads, praying to the peen. I mean, do we have any other interesting facts about these men? Why are we talking about this? I was just so confused. All the questions were surrounding sex. I just really didn't like it. I just felt like it could have been more. But instead, in true ready to love fashion, they're going to make sure that they talk about sex, and all sex. It just don't make no damn sense. Now, Angie is the first winner from the women of the one-on-one date. And then there was another one. The longest wait time that I've ever had for sex is 1 month. And that was Cam. So Sahara was the second winner. So Angie and Sahara get to go on a one-on-one date. Side note, Sahara, first the little sandals when you went to go work out. Now these bare feet. Baby, y'all real. Do you hear me? This is a real season. Not you got your bare feet out, honey. Oh, this is a fool. I wasn't a fan of this game. I was not a fan of this game at all. I feel like it was a missed opportunity. It's more than sex to a relationship. How about telling us who graduated from where? Or how those bank accounts are set up? How many vehicles do you have registered in your name? Do you have a car payment? Are you in a relationship? Does a woman think she's in a relationship with you? There are so many other questions that we could have asked, but we sitting here talking about tossing the salad and praying to the peen. Baby, goodbye and good night. Moving forward. In the next scene, Sahara and Fritz are going on a one-on-one date to get manis. Now, I was kind of surprised that she chose him and not Cam. I really thought she was going to choose Cam to go on the one-on-one date. Now, she chose Fritz because she wants to get down to the bottom of why he seems so disingenuous. And I feel like he's that way as well. So, honey, I can't wait. Over on the other side, Angie chose a one-on-one date with Hussein, and they're going to do a sound bath. How y'all going to get to know each other doing a sound bath? I don't know. I mean, he said he liked it because it was relaxing and whatnot, but that just didn't give date to me. Back with Sahara and Fritz, she's asking him about the poly life. She said, yeah, I heard about the fabrics of your life. Tell me more about that. He said, yeah, I'm intrigued, but I don't need it. Like, I'm not going to do that. I can't go to my mom with several women. Sahara said, it's okay if you're polyester, but I just don't wear it. Babe, when I tell you that was so funny to me, not it's okay if you polyester. Girl, but some of that clothing definitely gives poly and ester that you've been wearing. Child, I ain't finna play with you. Back over with Angie, she brought a little something for his Hussein to give to his son. I think it was a keychain. Let me tell you this. Angie gonna make sure that she get chose. She know how to do the little things to get a man to pay attention. I ain't gonna take it from her. She definitely knows. It was a very sweet gesture. I just hope that it was genuine. Because something about me gives whoever I'm with, I'm going to do something that wows them so that of all these men, one person is going to pick me. And the reason why I feel like that is because first we had her running for the bouquet. She almost knocked somebody down. Then when they were playing the games with the bells, they were like, dang, Angie. I mean, she will knock you down to get her man. And then immediately upon meeting, what was his name? The one that had the crazy hair that got sent home because he never returned text messages. She was like, he gonna be my man. Then she switched over to Eddie, and it's just too much. Now she over here with Hussein, giving him little trinkets for his son. It just does not seem genuine to me. I could be wrong, but that's just what it gives me. Back over with Fritz and Sahara, Fritz tells her, you know, when everybody else was here for one reason, I was just kind of playing a little bit. She said, oh, we know. We know that you were playing in our face. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed. I told y'all Fritz was on that BS. I told y'all. I knew it. I knew that he was full of it when he told Rocky about that birthday party. I knew then. I said, that boy playing. He just saying whatever because he knows that the women are in power. He playing with Rocky's head. He does not mean anything that he is saying. He needs to go. Because really and truly, he's just wasting people's time and he is not ready to love. He didn't even come for the right reasons. And I'm glad Sahara called him out. I know people think she's a lot. And they were probably like, well, why did you call him here just so you could fuss? But no, he needed to be called out because he think he playing somebody whole time. They're on to you, sir. They know exactly what is going on. Fritz, you play all day. And then gonna get in a confessional talking about, I mean, she's just too in your face. There could never be a relationship. Now, mind you, he just said that in the confessional. Then he sits right in front of Sahara and says to her, I'm going to text you when I get home. Basura. In the next scene, the men meet at the vault. Tommy wants to know the vibe. Who are y'all feeling? Khalil said he's feeling Tay, so did Cisco. Naeem said he's feeling Deanna. Naeem give a different name every week. So we don't never know who you gonna choose. Last week it was Kiara. The first week it was True. This week it's Deanna. Child, I don't know who it's gonna be next week. Jay said Kiara. Fritz said Shanice. Cam said Rose and Sahara. And Eddie also said Deanna. You know what I was noticing though, y'all? Nobody ever says Rocky's name. She has flew under the radar for the past 5 episodes. It's time to go, hun. I'm sorry, I just don't see anybody here for you. It's time to pack it up. And after you read that erotic novel or whatever you did, that little sexual excerpt, it's time for you to go. Okay, it's just time for you to go. So now Tommy wants to know who they aren't feeling. Hussein said Coley because it's her representative. Who are you really? Cam said Coley because she has no substance. Eddie said Coley because she was teamed too much with the kisses of it all. And Cisco said Rocky. Naeem said Rocky as well, and so did Jay. So then Fritz leans over to Jay and says, yeah, y'all gonna help me get Sahara out of here. Now, this was before he even said Sahara's name. He leaned over and said that to Jay, and Jay was kind of like giggling just a little bit. So he said that he wasn't feeling Sahara and he wants her to be gone. Now, me personally, I feel like the only reason that Fritz wants Sahara to go is because he does not want her to tell the ladies about him being on that BS. The fact that he admitted that he was here to play games is the number one reason that he would go home next episode. So he got to get rid of Sahara so she won't tell nobody. I mean, it was obvious to me. Eddie said he wanted Sahara to go because she's a little bit too hood. Khalil said Sahara as well. So then Cam is sitting there and he's kind of stewing because y'all know he feels like he's breaking Sahara's walls down and he really likes her. So he gonna take up for her, right? Cam called him out about trying to get rid of Sahara. He's like, have I convinced anyone here to get rid of her? I'm not trying to convince them. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You keep saying, yeah, let's get her out of here. Let's get her out of here. You are trying to convince them to get her out of here. You know exactly what you're doing. Cam ain't playing with you about the desert, honey. He ain't playing. He is not playing with you. Just because you here to play does not mean that every other man is here to play. Because you could potentially be getting rid of someone that he really likes. You don't like any of them. I don't think any woman here is your type. And I'm just saying, I really don't. 2 women are going home. They can send Rocky and her poem home. Everybody else can stay. Rocky and her poem are 2 different people. So they can go and go to the house. So it's time for the eliminate. Cam goes out with Sahara. Damn, Sahara, this is your 3rd strike. Girl, 3rd strike. Obviously, what happens in the vault does not stay in the vault because she knew that he had gotten into it with somebody because as soon as she sat down, she said, I heard you was fighting for me, but what you fighting for? And so he told her that somebody was lobbying for her to go, aka Fritz. Over with Jay, he meets with Rocky Blanco and Coley meets with Eddie. Now, I respected how he told her that he didn't really appreciate how she went in for that kiss. And she gonna say, well, I mean, I didn't know the block party rules. Ma'am, this ain't got nothing to do with no block party rules. You know you don't turn around and try to kiss that man in his mouth after having a casual conversation. Let's be very for real. But side note, you look super pretty on this date. Now, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But I wanted to tell you that you looked very beautiful on this date. You need to wear your hair down more often and let that damn raggedy side ponytail go. Now, he told her that the men feel like the whole Hillary Banks persona, that thing is an act. She was like, I'm real. I can only be me. I don't know, child. Back over with Sahara, Cam is telling her that she intimidates the men. She said, I am 120 pounds. I should not be intimidating to any man, period. I mean, Sahara, your energy does fill up a room. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. But this has Fritz written all over it. Okay, this is all he's doing. So don't even worry. And I don't think that they're personally intimidated by you. They're not physically attracted to you. That's just the bottom line. Now, I also think Cam is a lot like Angie. I think that he likes every woman too, you know, or he's at least casting his net because before Deanna shot him down, he liked her. Then he's over there with Rose and he feels like she can be, you know, the submissive Stepford wife that he wants. And then he sees Sahara as someone he can conquer. It's kind of like a conquest. Can I break her down? Can I get her to soften up? Can she be the woman that I want her to be? I don't know. It's just something about it, honey. It's just something about it. But I don't think that they're intimidated by you. They just don't like you like that. They think you their partner. They think you their friend. So we're waiting to hear who's not ready to love. And instead of hearing who the hell not ready to love, next time on Ready to Love. No, why do y'all keep doing that? Why must we always end on a cliffhanger? It is so unnecessary. I want to know who stays and who goes in the same damn episode. And that was the end of the episode. Listen, it's a casual season, not a lot of dates where everybody's doing this and doing that. I personally am enjoying it. I don't know. It's just something refreshing to me because I feel like now all the reality shows and the dating shows, they're all the same. These people all seem real, a little peculiar. Okay. It's a cast of characters, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, y'all tell me if y'all liking it. Y'all tell me if y'all liking it, honey. If you ain't, just watch it. Watch it with open eyes and an open heart, and then come back and tell me what you think. Comment down below, and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.